Let the investigation continue. I think for the biggest amount of evidence and information, we should just go to the scene of the crime. That's where we're going to get the most info, I think. Everything else is just going to talk to people, you know, i.e. Mayumi, Mizuki, Iris's mom, and I guess Mama. I don't know why I would go there. But anyway, let's just start with the warehouse, because that's probably the best place to start to get the most evidence. And plus, I like to start from top to bottom most of the time, if I can, if it makes sense. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it still was cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. Man, every time we go to these scenes, there's always something new about it, and this time it's bloody mess over here and over here. So here we go. We got shelves with boxes, we got an oil drum, we got a po-po man. Any progress, homie?
I checked this place point by point. Didn't find nothing.
Well then. You missed something then.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Okay.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Same as the other path. Got it.
Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner.
Right. It's connected to the Wi-Fi here.
However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Right, same shit.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiura. Renju's father.
This is all the same we learned before.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently,
Okiura Fisher
the company has been managed by
Renju
holds no
it won't let me
shares
fast forward
and
through
is
this
not
because it's
involved
new
in
technically,
management. In short,
but it's the same as we learned
Renju did
before.
not
We know.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is.
Right. Okay, so nothing new came out of that. It's pretty much worded the same way
This
too.
booklet, it does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Right. I don't think it'll let me X-ray into that right now. Let's look at everything else before we look at the blood spots.
There
Shelves.
are only a few items.
Is this warehouse
Not in use. Box. Cardboard box. Can we look at the hook? Okay, well, let's start talking to this guy first. What's up, dude? Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
What was your name? Just kidding. Alright, let's start with the evidence marker. Very important. It's a little marker that track evidence. Let's check out this blood stain first. Is this Ota's blood? That's it? Okay, apparently that's very, who gives a fuck? Well, let's start with the ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death
Do we have
and
to watch
cause
this
of
again?
death have been confirmed.
Okay.
The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Okay.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Okay. I'm still waiting for those details about the eyeball being inside of Renju coming back, man. I'm waiting for that shit.
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right. About that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound or...
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Right. All the more reason to believe that he was laid down on the bench, already having been stabbed, put into the suit, and then chopped in half. Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a white knife wound in his side. He lost all power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume and then finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
That's an interesting part of the
Date, we
situation.
should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Okay. Anything else? Right here, arsenal to wear. Bloodstain. Okay. CSI guys, tell me things. I'm heading out, bro. Let me know if you find anything. I'll let them know, then we left the warehouse. Well, alright. Very uneventful. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Right, there's still the outside with the cars. We didn't get to look at that. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What are you doing here? What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Here we go.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right, let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
But
I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes. Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer.
it's Date.
Although, it's more accurate to say killers.
I suppose so, because there's two people in Iris' little Somnium thing.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
Ooh, okay. We learned a lot about Rohan before. We were going to get a connection to him from 6 years ago, because that's when he went crazy. Okay. So, one of those two people is Rohan. Interesting. I was wondering when we're going to get him brought up and actually put into the story. That guy.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Okay. Who is the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
Murder.
What was it?
Murder.
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life.
He was 12. Are you sure it was a he? Just saying.
That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Okay, and why did these get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Okay, and about Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge.
So, just to back up for 1 second, that's how the old Yakuza killer went, or Cyclops killer went, but the new Cyclops killer removes the eyeball while they're still alive. That's different. Just saying. I wonder if that'll get brought up right here. Anyway.
His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner.
A 12-year-old, apparently.
The aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Uh-huh. Okay, summarize that shit.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. That means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
I'm so confused. So, this is basically implying that number 89, that guy, was the accomplice of Rohan. So I'm confused. The 12-year-old thing throws me off. Okay, so the first killing wasn't at 12 years old. They're just saying that the psychopath guy, whoever that is, number 89 probably at this point, is that psychopath. But that means he did his first kill when he was 12. That has nothing to do with 6 years ago, apparently. So that was the implication to me was 12 years ago that person who was the other accomplice was only 12. And that could have been Iris, right? But if that's the case, that's weird. But if you don't, yeah, okay. So, yeah, number 89 is definitely fits the description of what we're learning right now. All right, anyway.
Fuchu prison?
Fuck you, prison.
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
And there you go.
Number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes.
Right.
Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars.
But there's all the more reason to believe that he knows who it is, and all the more reason to believe that it's Iris. You know what I mean?
Neither of them had the opportunity.
And all the more reason why Iris is attached to him, because he probably, like, taught and trained Iris and how, like, kind of put that's why she idolizes him so much, you know what I mean? It was like, you know, the show Dexter and his dad who taught him all the ways, you know what I mean? And that's not a spoiler for Dexter, that's literally, you learn that in, like, the first episode, so that's not a spoiler. Alright, well, anyway. Pewter. Pewter looks grimly serious. Indeed he do. Okay. Interesting. I guess we're gonna go other places and learn more information before we can actually do anything with this one. Let's go to waste our time at Matsushita then and watch Mayumi get hysterical because her son is chopped in half. She's all by herself now, dude. I feel bad. What a fucked up path this is. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. I'm just going to talk to her. I don't think there's going to be anything interesting. There's not going to be anything remotely interesting in this room that's going to have any funny dialogue right now. This is not the moment. I'm sorry to interrupt. Nothing. About Ota? Nothing. You want to talk about it?
This is your fault.
Oh god.
I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Yeah, we'll go.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
I kind of figured. Let's not even. Let's just go. There's nothing to do there. Let's go home and talk to Mizuki, who's also probably pissed off at us. Or if she's even there. I'm assuming she has to be, though. Otherwise, why would we go home? Let's see. Shall we? Yup. Mizuki's curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. I'm guessing nothing interesting is going to come out of this. Everybody's all sad right now. These aren't going to be moments for silly jokes, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and keep talking to the main thing for now. Like whoever we're here to talk to. Yo, Mizuki. About the Okira thing. The fish house. Oh, nothing from her either? Ota? Man, nobody wants to talk right now. Iris?
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
For real, though, this is a fucked up path.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Iba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Understandable, bro. Man, everybody right now is so fucked. And I'm guessing Iris's mom's not going to be much better. We're about to go through 3 people who are just quiet about everything. I don't imagine Iris's mom's going to be any better. Fucking Ota's mom wasn't. Okay, when I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. Wait, she actually offered stuff. Okay. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. Okay, so we're not going to talk, are we?
Iris was my everything.
Never mind.
We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Okay, anything else?
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Why indeed? Anything about Ota?
Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Huh. Okay. Can you think of anything else?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before.
Uh-huh.
The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Dun dun dun.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Are we actually gonna get to talk to this number 89 guy, like, not in an interrogation room?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Interesting. Why the hell, regardless of Shoko visiting the prison, why the hell was Hitomi visiting this dude? I mean, obviously she still loves him, or knows him, or at least has some sort of affection toward him. Why would she be visiting him? The point is, I still haven't completely stopped suspecting Hitomi, especially after the end of that last path with Mizuki, where she's like, oh yeah, I saw Hitomi with So. So that's interesting as well. Anywho, let's go to Marble, I guess, to see if Mama has anything, or if something else is going to happen here. And then I guess we'll get back to the matters at hand, which is number 89, damn it. That seems to be the word of the hour.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Okay. Information.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
What?
He came here last night.
Ota?
Right?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
I don't think we've heard this one yet, have we? In what way?
Have you heard the rumor?
Is Bruno's Mars does gay? Or does Bruno's Mars is gay? I don't remember. Either way, Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's about Sosajima in the Kawasaki district. We did hear this already. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So bought back land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would occur, or happen. Did So blow it up, or conspire to blow it up? Nah, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story. And what's the new part of the story, Mama? Tell me.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Okay.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki?
I have not.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, My heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE, and by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Still seems like a weird plan, but whatever. Anyway, about So in the Kabasaki district.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
Okay. What about Ota? Yeah, how is he involved in all this?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
True, true. True, true.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
It's not a horrible connection, but I guess it works. Alright, well, I guess thanks, Mama.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Come back anytime, baby. Come back anytime, baby. Anything that we can get out of this, or is this just all... Everything's too somber and sad to have any lighthearted dialogue right now, I guess. Let's just go. Alright, back to headquarters we go then. Or at least on our way there. Let's see if something happens on the way. Oh, I guess we're there already. Never mind. Never mind! I returned to the boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere. I was just going to say, but she was nowhere to be found. She really wasn't.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down on my usual seat and decided to wait for the boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research.
Number 89?
About number 89.
There we go. Should we look around the room? Does it matter? Was this a waste of my time? There's too much big moments happening right now to be reading about shit, you know? I doubt there's anything here where it was just Aiba. Okay, let's just talk to Aiba about his real name. We'll start there.
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay. What about the relationship between 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
Right.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Okay. Who is he?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his fourth murder, he was arrested by the police.
Fourth known murder. Okay. And what about number 89 and the new ones?
Pewter claims that there were two culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
Maybe.
That leaves one culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Let's go talk to him then.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Well, alright. After cutting through some red tape, Amber 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, Boss never showed up. Huh. Okay. I guess we're gonna interrogate him like we did the last time. But Boss still isn't here. So, Pewter's here again, though. Uh-oh. We've already seen how this goes down, assuming that it happens the same way. Hello, sir. May we have a conversation, sir? Here we go.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
What's your name, dude?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right.
Oh, that's right. He just straight up admits it. Okay.
I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the two Cyclops killers.
Alright, well that answers that. If that's all actually true, then I'm even more curious about the whole Date connection to the whole thing. But anyway, where are you from there, buddy?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Really, though. Okay, do you know Shoko?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
Okay, and when did you first meet her?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Oh.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Uh-huh. And, who killed her?
Alright, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Here's a story of a lonely assassin with some flashbacks and shit that told
Once
the
upon a
stuff.
time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world.
Huh.
One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. You lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Damn. And that's how you put him down. Many bullets to the face, bitch.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin. A lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Huh. Okay.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco.
Falco.
Named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
And also for the guy in Star Fox, my favorite. He's kind of a dick, like me.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach.
And this is when Hitomi met him.
Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
Huh. Okay.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
And it's the woman that he's with.
Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12.
You don't say.
Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help.
Shoko?
And then...
And then, silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
What was the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Answer me, you fool!
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Well, alrighty then. Things are certainly different this time around, aren't they? We're going in, guys. And the sad part is...
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage.
Do I want to keep going?
He will not be waking up anytime soon.
Ah, God, I want to
Are
keep
you
going.
ready, Agent Dante?
This always happens.
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Boss still isn't here either. What's up with Boss not being here? I swear to God, she better not be dead. Alright, here we go. Well, this should certainly be very interesting. I'm actually quite curious to see what's going on here. This might connect a lot of dots.
Sup?
What's up?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why
are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Are you high?
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Playtime's over,
Is
bitch.
this the Sagan residence?
It is.
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
I mean, I've already made all the connections to the Iris and Hitomi, but like, this should be an interesting one to say the least.
The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
The best new plan. W scan activate. Yes. Alright, mental lock 1 is the phone. Mental lock 2 is Iba's face. Mental lock 3 is behind the curtains or out the sliding glass door. Number 4 is the door. And that's all, folks. Alright then. Here we go!
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Okay then. Number 89 is hiding in the past. Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. Thick mucousy membrane. Okay, well, I'm guessing we want to get to the switch, but to do that, we need to maybe interact with the green thing. I mean, I guess the only other thing to interact with is the iris, so let's do that.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
Pick it or smell it? Pick it!
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me!
Huh?
I got one!
Got it! Aww.
Aww. Right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
Well, the phone rang, so I guess that's good.
Oh. Should I pick it up?
Ignore or hang up? I mean, I say we hang up on it.
What the?
Okay.
I fainted.
Phone's still ringing. Uh-oh. I guess we're ignoring it this time.
It won't stop ringing.
I don't understand why you don't just answer it.
It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Well, the green's receding. And now there's some goo on the ground. Okay, that was number 1. I wonder if this is gonna branch. Something tells me it's not, but it would make things more interesting if it did.
I guess it worked?
I guess. Okay. Alright, well, what's our next step here? The liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Lick it, jump in it, smell it, or stick hand in it. I kind of want to do that last one. Stick hand in it, but let's look at the book first.
A book?
Read it or tear it. Ooh, both are cheap AF. Something tells me they're both bad, but let's tear it.
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
Nope.
It might. We're getting closer.
Oh. I don't know if that actually helped, but the thing did move, so maybe that was part of what I needed to do.
There is some kind...
Okay, well I got a 1/2 for that, so that's good. I'm gonna stick my hand in that shit. Yes, we are. It's gonna happen. Stick your hand in the flubber, girl.
Mm-hmm. It is surprisingly deep.
Like the ocean?
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
Cork.
Well, that's one way to get that shit off the floor, right? Drain that. It's funny.
What is this substance? Green tea?
Too green.
It's obviously not green tea.
Yeah, it's goo.
Perhaps it's jelly.
No, it's goo.
It's not jelly.
100% goo. Oh god. And the phone rings again.
What should I do?
Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, we gotta hang up because that's gonna take up the least amount of time. I would pick it up, but I don't want to... I'm trying to waste the least amount of time.
What the...
That was the wrong answer again, I'm sure. I think I'm gonna answer it this time.
I feel... weak.
I feel strong in my beat. I feel my body feels weak. Damn it, we gotta times 2 it again. That was a waste. Man, I should have just picked it up.
Who is this? What the?
Again? I was supposed to ignore it? Oh, this is bad.
I lost consciousness.
You have to keep ignoring these phone calls. Wow. Oh, they gave me another times 2?
You have 3 minutes.
Oh, there goes 2 of my 3 minutes then. Oh my god. I'm gonna fail on the first attempt at this. Why would you want to ignore this? It just takes up so much time. Lame. The look on Iva's face.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Trust me, I wanted to answer. Won't let me. Okay, that was only number 2. I still have to get the 3rd one and the 4th one. I have 1 minute. I think I've already failed this unless the times are short.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Right. Yep, there goes 2 of my 3 minutes I had.
1 minute. Hurry.
So now we have a book and another book. And the pot. Oh man, that pot bothers me. I must touch the pot. I must touch the pot. I just wasted like 15 seconds.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
God, I hope so. I'm gonna heat it up, smell it, or drink it. I say we heat it up.
It doesn't turn on. Is it broken?
See the phone over there? Call the manufacturer.
Okay. Do you think they make dream house calls?
I do not.
Well, that was dumb.
A pot with green...
At least I got 40 seconds out of it. Well, fuck it. I'm gonna 1/3. No. Yeah, I kind of want to drink it and see what happens, honestly.
What is this?
Oh, I should wear it! Because of the part where they got the... Oh, I should have worn it.
You can tell by tasting it.
I know what it
I would
is.
like
It's
to
the
know
wearing it.
before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gack.
Gack!
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
Gack. That's more than a sip. Holy fuck.
Hey, Iba.
I don't think that was correct. Steak! Well.
Thank you for the delicious soup.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
What is happening? She's gone insane. Okay. I fucked up. I don't know if I should have been wearing the soup, but I think I fucked up. I'm out of time anyway, so it doesn't even matter at this point. There's also a picture to look at, but I think that... Let's just interact with something and see what happens. Let's... Oh my god, no matter what it does, time is up. Let's just tear it. Tear it up!
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
It did move the lock, though.
Date, there's no time.
Shit, this isn't good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo that one. That's unfortunate. That did not go well. Let me retry that one from the first lock. The first lock went okay. Let's just start from there. Wait, did the first lock go okay, though? Yeah, I guess it went okay. It didn't go great, but it went okay. So I went for the book last time. Maybe let's just go straight for the cork and see if that...
There is some...
just finishes it up right off the bat, maybe? I wish you could skip this. I really do. I don't know why it won't let me.
Did you find...
What? There is...
Why isn't this letting me skip it? It's bothering me. I feel like it should be letting me skip this. Skip mode. Skip unseen content off. I want that. But maybe I just need to turn this on so I can fast forward. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Because I already know where I left off. Wait, it won't let me use it, though.
What?
It's up.
Perhaps it's just...
Okay, actually, let me kind of skip it there. Okay, so I do have to tear the book also.
A book?
Rip and tear. Rip and tear. Alright. Okay, there we go. Now it's let me... Okay, this time we're going to ignore it. But I'll also half the time since I have that. Okay, so we ignore it. Alright, we're on the second phase. Or this phase. Okay, so I guess I have... Prevent the view from question mark. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna try and tear this book first, I think, maybe?
A book.
Let's rip and tear this book, shall we?
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
Maybe. Seem to move it along, so that's good.
A book.
Alright, so we half the time again and we tear.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
Something happened. I'm getting closer to the next lock. So it's either got to be the picture or the pot. I can't help but wonder if I'm supposed to wear the stuff in the pot. Let's look at the picture real quick.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Nah, see. It's got to be interaction with the pot where we actually wear the soup and not drink it.
It's a pot. It appears to be...
So I'm going to wear it.
What?
I mean, if you look at the picture, they're wearing the stew, right?
I told you to wear it.
Wear it? Alright, here I go.
Okay. I wasn't expecting you to put the whole pot on your head.
Are you okay?
I am fine, actually. In fact, I feel as though my defense has risen.
I got a helmet.
I'm a little worried about your head.
Why? My head is thoroughly protected.
Oh my god.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Also, there's a car alarm going off outside. Okay, somebody fix that quickly. That's good. Alright, well, wait, there's a ceiling fan I can interact with? Hold up.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
Hold on to it, headbutt it, or blow on it. I kind of want that 1/3 time. I'm gonna blow on it.
Blow on it? Ah.
Oh, it went the other way.
Oh.
Wait, was that the answer? No way.
What is that?
Don't worry, you have good defense with the helmet on. What the? What the fuck?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Poke the eye, ignore it, pour lemon juice. I'm gonna go with close the curtain. Was that the answer?
It left.
Well, alright. I mean, it did say prevent the view or whatever, right? So, close, and like, they made it seem that, like, the closing the curtain was the answer. Also, this doesn't have a branch, so that's good. Straightforward.
Do you know something about it?
Why the hell do I have the pot on my head? Why? Just take it off already.
Yes. It was kind of cute.
You are insane.
It was kind of cute, says the Cyclops killer. Just kidding. Hitomi's here.
That's...
Hitomi?
Indeed, it's a Hitomi. Ooh, there's a skull and more books. Do I have to tear some more books?
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her, hug her, kiss her, or touch her. I'm gonna hold off on all of those right now. Book?
A book?
If I want to tear it, we gonna tear it. Let's do it. Keep tearing those books up.
What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
I love it. But it is making us one step closer, so that must mean something's happening. So let's get both of these books torn up.
A book?
Tore them up. Tore them up.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
But it is getting us one step closer.
You have less than 2 minutes.
There's
Hurry.
an eyeball over here. Hell yeah.
What?
Collectible. We found it. Alright, cool. What about the skull?
A skull. I do not see the body.
Talk to it, throw it, kiss it, or check it. I am gonna throw it.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Dead? It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Destruction.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Okay. Hey, everything else was destroy. I figured destroy was the answer. Alright, so our last thing is to talk to her, I guess, because other than the picture, there's only one person to interact with here, and we're running low on time. The worst part is I'm on a ×2 no matter what. So I am going to go ahead and hug her since that's the cheapest thing and waste the least amount of time.
Well, I suppose I will try it.
It's not going to do anything.
She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm?
Sorry, nothing.
Really, Date? Come on, man.
It's Hitomi.
Okay, I am going to, actually, you know what? Let me save that. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her.
Understood. Hey, Hitomi! Hitomi!
I'm the one with the bucket on my head.
No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else. Let it go.
But fawning, he's hard or whatever. It's fine. Let's keep talking to her. I guess kiss her? Fuck it. Let's go with the kiss, man. Let's do it.
What?
Kiss her.
You... Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Okay. I thought maybe there was some connection there with the other guy, but I guess touch her is the answer. Alright, fine. Fine. Touch her.
Where?
Well, maybe her...
Her,
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
What the f... Really? So interacting with Hitomi is a complete waste of time. Is that what you're telling me?
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
It says the bucket head.
It's Hitomi.
You're the one that's got a bucket on her head. Okay, so you know what? I'm wrong. I guess the picture is the only thing we can interact with then. I'm down to 1 minute left, and it's the only thing left to interact with. So I guess... I mean, unless the switch is the answer.
A switch?
Remove the thorns or flip the switch. I feel like we can't remove the thorns, though.
A picture.
Screw it. Remove the picture. Take 1 second to do it. Oh, that ain't coming
It isn't
down.
coming off. It must be integrated into the wall.
Like you to me.
No.
Like
No.
me and Reika from Tiefblau.
Also no.
No, not that either.
Okay. Well, fuck it.
A
The only
picture.
other thing left is to fill it out, so let's do it, I guess. I don't even know what that means.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
What the fuck?
You don't have to go that far.
Oh.
The color has returned.
Hey, Aiba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
Oh, God.
Who's that?
What do I do?
Open it, shut up, ignore, or lock. I'm gonna go with ignore. I have two 10-second timers. I'm gonna do it. I ignored the phone. What's the difference? Was I wrong? Aw, man. I was wrong. Wasn't I?
Wake up!
What happened? My body is heavy.
Because you fucked up. Aw, man. Times 3. Alright. Last chance. Shut up, lock it, or open it up. I guess shut up is the answer. I guess.
Stop banging on the door! You're bothering everybody! If you want to bang on something so much, play the drums!
I bet you it's the lock the door one, but I could be wrong. Wait. Oh, damn it, it was lock the door. Shit! Now I gotta do it all over again.
I passed out.
I fucked up. Ah, I gotta start over again. Alright. It's okay. I can start from, like, the third one. It's fine. Okay, fine, video game. Dang, man. This one is not very straightforward. I also only have one more retry. And I can only go back to the third lock. That's fine. I can handle that. So I guess we were supposed to just lock it. I mean, locking it makes sense. So... Alright, so I guess... I don't know where I started. I guess I started with just ripping these books up.
A book?
Alright, so we use the 10-second and we tear that book. Alright, fast forward through that. And then we'll throw the skull.
A skull.
Halftime on throwing it. And then the book.
A book.
You have less than 2 minutes.
Oh, fuck, that's a... Really? Are you kidding me? It's a 60-second... Oh, my... Just do it. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it.
A book.
Why does it have a 60-second timer on it? I hate that. It's fine. It should be fine. As long as I know the right answers. I kind of hate that I only have 40 seconds, but it's fine.
A pick.
Alright, so... That, and then fill it out. Alright, so the answer here has to be lock. Because open is not a good idea. Did that work? Oh, fuck. That certainly worked, as far as I'm concerned.
No! Stop!
And that's how Hitomi got shot. That's where her arm got fucked up. We know that this guy's the one that came in shooting.
Stop right there!
The boss! The boss showed up! What? The boss showed up. But what does that mean? If the boss showed up... I mean, she knew about who the Cyclops killer was, duh. But what does that mean? Am I forgetting something that should mean something? I feel like that doesn't mean anything other than the fact that she was there. What does that mean? I mean, she probably knows more than she's letting on, duh, but I mean, like, what else? What else could she possibly know? I mean, more about Date for sure. But, like, still. No connection to Date was made in that whole sequence.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
Like, are they implying that she was with Rohan there? Is that what they're implying?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
And he was chopped to pieces, right.
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
Okay. Okay, so we did have this happen again at some point. I was hoping.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
Alright. Alright.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
You ain't gonna find that, BZ. Hell no. Hell nah, dude.
Not here.
I mean, ever since the first time when we interrogated number 89 and the boss disappeared, and then the whole shootout happened, I mean, there's been so many reasons to try and suspect the boss for things, but they never really panned out. This is the first time where we connect her to something, and now it sounds like she might be doing some of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Alright, well anyway.
Where is she?
Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on? What is going on?
What is going on?
Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
Uh-huh. And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there?
That's the biggest question of them all, isn't it? She's the head of all the Yakuza, or something.
Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen.
Exactly.
Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
Exactly. This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Really? Oh, okay. Desk. If she had a secret, she would keep it somewhere around here. Darts machine?
Maybe if you get a high score, you get a clue.
Do you really think that is the case?
It would give me a reason to play darts.
This isn't an escape room.
Damn it. Okay, a bookshelf. No, I don't see anything to be a clue. Okay, happy birthday. No relation to the case. What about the pumpkin? Not a clue. What about the Tanuki suit?
The hint is the Tanuki statue. It must be a cryptogram. Some kind of wordplay hint.
Well, what is the hint?
Yeah, good question.
Maybe something
Shogi.
is inside the Shogi piece.
I looked with the X-ray mode, but did not discover anything.
Okay, Shogi is useless. Coffee?
Boss drinks her coffee black. Must be a symbol of her black heart.
You have cracked the case wide open.
You did it, Date. Congratulations. Nothing in the cabinet. Soccer balls? Probably not a clue. What about the volleyball? Also not a clue. What about Mr. Police Mannequin?
Hey, I know you're hiding something, Mario.
No, I'm not hiding anything.
Sure. I trust him. Fishing
Maybe
flag?
she was a fisherman in a past life.
Why would that matter?
Fishermen like to kill people? I don't know. Soba? Shelves. No? Bags. Bags on the wall, no, probably not a clue. Wine bottle.
Boss loves her wine. Maybe she got drunk and went to Hitomi's house for some reason.
That's it. She got drunk.
You sound drunk yourself.
That's the reason. She just got drunk and decided, hey, I'm gonna go over there.
Damn it, Boss. Hiding something from me. I could beat her over the head with that tombstone.
Okay. Nothing on this side of the room. Oh, wait. RC car.
Boss must be radio controlled. She's a robot who was programmed to show up at Hitomi's house.
Date, calm down.
It's gotta be it. What else could it be? Okay, let's try this side of the room. Anything over here besides the chair? What about this key?
I got it. I found it. This must be the key to solving the mystery.
Good work, Date. Now you only need to find the giant keyhole.
Oh, don't you think I won't? What about the Matryoshka? Smaller one inside. That's what Matryoshkas do, man. Smaller one? I open the Matryoshka, there's a smaller one. Oh, with the Matryoshka, there's a smaller one. Oh, with the Matryoshka, there's a... Oh!
It's mocking me.
Don't blame the Matryoshka for your stupidity.
It said I wasn't a winner. I read it. Dang it. Okay. Poster? No clues in the poster. Alright. What about the Christmas tree? Can't find any clues. Okay, what about the mannequin head?
You
Or
always
the
been
plaster
down there?
head?
Maybe you've overheard some of Boss's secrets.
No answer. Keep quiet. Keeping quiet, eh?
Maybe I'll sync with you.
Date, if you don't take this more seriously, I will end you.
Yeah. Lifesaver? No? What about the stationary bike?
Maybe after I get on the bike.
What? You think a clue would appear?
You never know, dude. What about this pennant? Mask? Other mask? Map. Boy band.
Look, Date! Handsome young men!
Why are you getting excited?
Really, though. Snowboard? Skis? Okay, I didn't check her computer yet. Let's do that. I figured that was the obvious thing. I didn't want to check it first.
Iva, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
Hacking, please wait. Hacking, please wait. Hacking, please wait. Hacking complete.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data.
Oh shit.
It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Double oh shit.
Open it.
Oh? Oh!
Guys,
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss?
Oh my god, we ran into a roadblock. That is awesome. Okay. The boss. I didn't want it to be the boss, man. Also, you can't make any more saves. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. I can just save over an earlier one. We're at the point in the game where it's like an earlier save isn't going to help me anymore. Wow. Okay. That was interesting. Not only did we implicate the boss in something, we've just flat out assumed that she's the killer now? Like the new one? And now we are blocked like a motherfucker. Alright. Well then. Well guys, that is very interesting. And you know what it also means? We only have one direction we can go now. I believe we've checked every branching path now to its end. As far as we can go. I mean, all these led to ends, right? So that's cool and everything. But like, wow, okay. I mean, we should just summarize, because I'm not actually going to stop. I know this episode might be a little shorter, depending on where I cut it. Hopefully I figure out a good way to cut these videos, because I was going to stop before we got to that Somnium in number 89's brain, but now I'm going to have to cut it in a weird spot. We'll probably have like 3 shorter episodes. That's fine. Because I'm not starting this, because if I start this, we're going to go down a whole another rabbit hole, and it's getting kind of late. Oh, man. Okay, so basically, just to recap, let's just kind of go through the flowchart for a few minutes here, just to take up a little extra time. Okay, so original path, or I should say the path that we just went down, was where we found out that there was the person hiding in the bushes in Mizuki's thing, where Mizuki's all good. And then so we went into Iris's brain to try and get more info, and we found out a lot about her connections with the killer, maybe? Like, I guess? Like, I still don't understand Iris's Somnium. Super weird, right? But we found out basically that there's 2 people involved with each of the original Cyclops killer murders. And then going down this path pretty much just led us to who the Cyclops killer and the Cyclops killer accomplice was, Rohan and number 89. And we basically brought in number 89 to do his Somnium, and that led us to where we are now, where we think the boss just killed So. That's all we know right now. But does that mean she's done all the kills? I mean, she looked like she didn't give a fuck that she was on the camera. I feel like that was a clue left for Date/Iba on purpose, because she knew Iba could probably hack the computer. It's not like why would you send that file to your own computer unless you wanted to show it to somebody, right? So that was on purpose for sure. So that's interesting. So we got cock blocked there. What the fuck would we even need to know to continue there? I don't even. But anyway, on the alternating path, just to talk about it. Oh yeah, and along this way, we found Iris and Ota dead as well. That happened again. that whole situation happened again. Let's not forget that that happened where Iris and Ota died. That happened along this path as well. So anyway, then we go down this way. This was the other alternate path where Ota knocked us out, but then that whole situation happened where he saved Iris and neither of them died. But the polar bear got away with the busted... Well, okay, we get to here. Going this way, Ota and his mom, I don't know, reconciled. They had a nice little thing, and then booyah at the end. I guess we'll figure it out later, that kind of ending. And then, but then on this path... Wait, was it this path that we learned... I'm trying to remember what we learned at the end of each thing. I'm trying to remember when did we learn that Shoko's eyeball was inside of Renju. We learned that at the end of one of these paths. We also learned and we learned so many things. Hitomi at the end of this path over here that we just finished as well was the Mizuki path, where basically Ota's save was not really a save. He tried to save her, got stabbed anyways, and but that's when when the polar bear's knee got capped, and that's this path. And so we go after the person with the messed up knee, which ended up being So. We killed So, saved Mizuki, happily ever after, but we found out that Hitomi was with So in the end. But what was that about? I don't know. Interesting. Now let's recap the other half of the story on this side before we go, because this is the side we're going to be continuing on next time. So this was the side where we fucked up on the Mizuki Somnium, and we saw the Iris dead body in her Somnium where she was all stabbed, which is weird, right? And that's when we made great friends with Iris, and we went on a whole adventure with her. And then we went into the Somnium of So, I believe that's what this one was, yes, where we got to see Iris get killed over and over and over by some unknown killer, which we never really found out who that was, I don't believe. And we followed down Iris's path and believed her bullshit. Went up to her Somnium, where it was either believe her bullshit or don't believe her bullshit. And if you believed her bullshit, you went this way, which basically just ended up leading to that one other, if I remember correctly, we synced with Iris to try to save her, and she died anyways. And we synced with her using a different sync machine in a different place. And this path implicated that Pewter was a much bigger villain in this case. I think that was this path. It was either this path or this path over here. They made Pewter seem like a bad guy. But yeah, at the Iris Somnium, if you don't believe her bullshit, you went this way. And essentially that led us straight to a dead end where... Man, where did this one end at? Oh, right. We went back to the warehouse to look for something new because we didn't want to believe how it went down. And we found the Iris's body inside of the frickin' the forklift, which is a big cliffhanger to not know what the fuck. I still think it's a fake body. And I think if we find that it's a fake body, that is going to answer a whole lot of questions for this path, because then we may not believe that Iris well, if Ota's dead, fine, but maybe we'll believe that Iris didn't actually die? And it's still Iris helped behind all this? Man, I don't know yet. So many questions. So many questions. But anyway, remember, this path didn't even open after the boss one. This one opened after we got to the end of the Mizuki path, where we found out Hitomi was with So. So maybe we're going to get some more shit from this path, which is very interesting. Okay. But in this path, Iris is alive, remember? But we went and looked for her body, or we looked in the warehouse again and found her body. So that's weird, right? She was alive, but we also have a body. That's why my theory of a fake body is still alive until this path has been resolved, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna stop skebabbling. I'm just gonna stay right here on this screen, I guess, 'cause I can't. I was gonna go into my glossary and whatever, you know, my books and look at stuff, but I guess I can't do that when I'm in the screen. That's fine. I'm gonna call it a day. Hopefully you're enjoying. I have been completely mind fucked on this evening, and hey, the game didn't crash. That's nice. I don't have to be all pissed off for a minute while I recorded this for 3 hours almost, and I can be happy. Yay. Hopefully I've resolved my whole PC crash issue. And yes, it was PC, it wasn't game related, although the game might have been causing it. The PC kept crashing even after I tried to reboot the hard drive. The hard drive kept crashing. It was hard drive crash specifically, because now I've switched over my hard drive to another SSD, and hopefully that has now resolved my issue. Luckily, I had another SSD that I bought because I was going to build a whole another system, so I've kind of been stocking up on a few parts. But it looks like we're going to use it for this system for now. I can always load up on more hard drives later. Anyway, enough about me. I'll see you guys next time so we can get some more pieces to the puzzle. Man, this game, it's got me now because it's just so much going on. And I want to know if there's an overall answer to anything in this game. I feel like everything is left unfinished. There's got to be an overall fucking resolution to this story. There has to be. This fucking game. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.